Hello everybody and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream. My name's Ed, part of the community management team here at Frontier Developments, and tonight I'm joined by a very special manly, I've got to say. I was looking around, I was like, oh, loads of dudes. We've got the wonderful, the very special, the just all-round top bloke. It's William Flanagan!
Hello!
It's the tallest dad of the year 2016. He's so tall that his head goes out of the shot. If you want a bit, look, if you want to stand up. That's
how tall he is.
That's how tall he is.
You could be my son.
I could be your son, couldn't I? I am.
There is
Dad.
Revelation.
We've got, of course, Steve.
Hello.
Steve.
No, I'm joking, of course. Principal designer, Elite Dangerous.
Yes.
All-round good egg, very good
Thank
with the needle and thread. You've created some absolutely beautiful plushy creations over the last time I've known you, and probably all of your life. But also, you design a really good game. So well done, Steve Kirby! Not alone, of course. Staying on message.
Never alone.
Never alone.
routine.
No one decision is made entirely by one person, and of course it's made by... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Adam.
And to my last but not least, we have the incredible making a return to live streams for the first time for quite some time, apart from the 24-hour live stream, the Don Antonacci. I feel like I want to be a little closer to you.
Oh, this is nice.
So tonight on the stream, well, we're going to be playing some Distant Wars 2. You may have noticed that we're in our brand new... Look how cosy that looks on there. You may have noticed that we're in our new studio room, and we're hoping to do as many... This is getting a bit too comfortable now, isn't it? You may have noticed that we're in our new studio room, and of course we are hoping to do... Nearly well up there for the first time. For the first, we're going to be doing these. I'm sure Will.
I said I wouldn't cry tonight.
Why we're getting lots of live streams in here.
We haven't told Adam. Adam.
You may also have heard that I am, of course, leaving Frontier Developments. January is my last month here at Frontier Developments. And it's been an incredible time. There's a forum post that's gone live all about it, and I've got a tweet out about it as well. So you can go read the full statement there. Tonight is not going to be all about that entirely. We're going to be playing some distant... But we wanted to... It will be. But it's been an incredible 4 years. But tonight is... I think it was a nice way. Obviously, with the 24-hour stream, we had the chance to sort of debut this room, but this is the first Elite Dangerous live stream in this room.
Really
so
nice,
I think it's a nice way to sort of christen it, bring things around to its full conclusion, and
where you started from.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that later.
Sorry,
we can talk about that later. Off topic,
off-piste.
but actually, we're here.
Oh, look at the lovely comments.
Yeah, hi everybody. Oh, I've just noticed something.
What?
What? Crash Landing.
Yeah.
Osric 42.
Oh no.
Joel.
Oh no.
Paul Hodgson.
Oh dear.
Commander the Shrike. Fantabulous. Pew Pew Primer. Aladdin Sane. Bongo Baggins. Bo Marriott. Tilly Twos. Doug Hirschberg. Paul Williams. Gallagher Chump. Commander the Shrike. Drazcool. Bring some more names, please. Give me some more names in the chat. Say hello. Disco Cat. Phil Coots. Jerome W. Scott Lemon. Grief. Epic Bubble. Peter Augustin. Stuart GT. Gorka's Death Rattle. Vertical Black. Chili 22. Neil Palmer. Flimley. Toby Haraway. Spooky a lot. Okay, it's getting hard now. Kazak. Elon Streaming. Zulu Romeo. Millstone Bard. Commander Plater.
Do you think you can do this for an hour?
Yeah, I can.
They're all coming in now.
Filbert. Grass. I can't believe it. I've only just noticed all these people. Dougie. Sinclair. Sammy Caudry. It's going too fast now. Slow down. JG. Brett Cooper. Andy Warren. Sergeant Stubby, I think it was. PK7. Josh Quinn. Alec Turner. Grimner. All of them. Will.
That's a lot of people.
Adam, Steve, Luke over there, Zach, everybody at home. All of the best ones are here. Woo, 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 woo.
Yes.
Do you
good
think
that? Is that the last time that the community may ever hear that phrase uttered at the start of a live stream?
Someone knows how warm it is, isn't it?
After motoring through that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. it might be one of the last times that is uttered on these live streams. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Bye. We'll see.
It is patented.
But we do have Distant Worlds 2 mugs.
Yeah.
Well, you've got yours.
Mug of warm water.
I've got my Distant Worlds 2 patch, which arrived today as well, which is very lovely.
Thank you very much for those.
And that is
It's a very good palette, colour palette.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. I like it.
And I've got my, if you see above my head here,
Very good.
I've got the original Distant Worlds mug, my original Distant Worlds mug.
Yeah, cool.
There above, and some other great mugs there as well. That across the years people have made for me. Some like that one's got me on it. That one's got an illustration someone's done of me.
Yeah.
It's all good. And then we've got Elite Dangerous and Xbox for some reason up there. It's because I found it in the cupboard.
Good.
It's great. It's a great game.
Philip Coote says
it.
that phrase should be retired out of respect.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Get it
Past
like
that
a little
motion
plaque.
now.
Get it
Yeah,
like a
all
plaque,
the
like
best
all
ones.
the best ones are here.
Oh, here, Ed Lewis. 2019.
Well, it's lovely to see everybody, and tonight let's have a good chat. I could not stop and say goodbyes to you twos. We can talk a lot, but one thing that we've got, and that is a video game called Elite Dangerous, and it is the thing that brought us all here together. It's the thing that brought me here in the first place. So why don't we play some while we have a little chat in the background? Will you can carry on. What are you up to in Elite Dangerous?
I'm trying to get to the waypoint, the first waypoint in the Distant Worlds 2 expedition. I'm nearly there, not far now. I've come a long way. I'm trying to race there because the CG has started. Maybe I'll do some mining today, but maybe.
Oh, some mining on the way.
Maybe, but what I'm really looking for is some phenomena tonight.
Notable stellar phenomenon.
Yeah, as I was correctly.
There you go.
Details.
Very good. Thanks.
Have you found it on your way so far?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can you see it?
Nope.
The chat, yeah. Got my glasses on.
But I have found some water worlds. Haven't found
Cool.
an Earth-like yet.
So how many jumps have you got to do to get to the next waypoint?
13. So I'll make
That's
it
not
in
many.
no time.
That's loads.
Yeah, make it in no time.
I mean, that's as in
really
like
gonna be quick.
that's-
It'll be fun.
Smash that.
Waypoint 2, yeah, it is the way. It's the second waypoint because the first waypoint was the beacon, the Distant Worlds beacon.
How many people say to you, distance worlds?
I say it sometimes mistakenly.
Yeah, I get that.
Distance
I get it.
worlds.
Distance worlds.
Distance Worlds.
For me, it's
2.
the
Distant Worlds 2.
Yeah.
Quite a thing though, eh?
Oh, it's amazing.
There's something like
community event.
12,000 commanders out there.
Yeah, I mean the guys who
Unbelievable.
kind of organised it have done an amazing job of like getting everyone together and working out the routes and all that stuff. So yeah, a massive kind of congratulations to them because it's looking like it's being a really really big undertaking. And yeah, it's nice and fun to go out there and explore.
Well, aptly showing off the new exploration tools as well.
I'm a master at this now.
Oh, he's almost too quick at it though.
Yeah,
he's almost as if
because I've got to
He's
dip in
efficient.
there.
Being
Yeah.
ruthlessly
He's efficient,
yeah.
and he's showing how quick you can scan and map and sort out your system if you want to, or you can take your time to
That is-
delve into it.
Yeah.
About to go on like, so you're telling me, Adam, that he would need to fly to those planets
in the
Before he would have,
he
yeah.
was
Yeah.
abducted? Oh.
However, we
Okay.
also still want to keep an element of that in. So, with chapter 4, you can now go up to it and actually scan and map the surface.
Great.
Which also then, if you're the first one to do that and sell it, you can now get your
No
first
way.
mapped tag as well as first discovered.
Wow. I feel like that's what this stream should be about.
It is about that.
Yes.
Just with a little.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it is worth mentioning
With
that I'm
a bit
racing.
more of a laid back feeling, I think.
I am racing to that next waypoint because I don't have a lot of time at the weekend.
So one thing
So
has
I've got to race there.
I feel like
So
that
I'm
was
zipping
he's
through.
fishing for me to say what are you doing at the weekend.
Nothing in
Because there was a real emphasis. I'm very busy at the weekend.
Very
Ask me a
slowly,
question
yeah.
about it.
No, that's
No?
not.
Slight
No,
pause.
okay.
Don't ask him a question about that.
No, maybe not.
Don't ask me that. It's secret.
No. So everybody, Zach, Adam, I'll ask you
Adam,
first.
Adam.
This is kind of.
Will.
It's not your first time. Oh well, first of all, I want to say as well that this is actually in true Edward Lewis live stream fashion. I haven't prepared anything for this, so this is
Five to go.
Five blokes on a sofa.
I just want to get 5 of my favourite people,
Oh.
or 5 of them, 5 of the regulars that come on the live streams, plus Zach because
He's
you
Zach.
know he's Zach and I fancied having him here.
He's got to be, any.
Just to come and chat really about the game, about the last 4 years, and I would like to do some reminiscing because I think that's again, it's been a nice amount of time. It's been 4 years, hasn't it? 4.5 years since we started.
Big chunk of time.
Yeah.
So you were there.
Yeah.
You weren't there yet, but you were about to get there when I started.
Yeah.
When I first started,
You were the first.
there was Brett Cooper was managing the forums as a volunteer.
Yep.
And then they thought, right, we need somebody to come and be a community manager. And so for some reason they asked me, and then here we are today.
Yeah.
So I managed to convince everybody, blag to them. That
Fake it till you make it.
I faked it till I made it. So you two were already there, being all really good and stuff, and
Thank you.
So that was in 2014, wasn't it?
2014.
Yeah, in the summer.
It was pre-release. Yeah,
Yeah.
September.
Things have been
Well,
just
we were in the
about remember
beta,
that.
I suppose, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think we'd just gone into the beta at that point, probably. After the alpha from the previous December
Yep.
of 2013, which is I joined in November.
Got really good memory.
Yeah,
It's all a blur to me.
I have to.
Were the
Yeah.
first streams in 2014 that we did, or were they in 2015 that we started the streams?
There were a couple of streams that I did before you turned up. Do you remember them?
Wait, I want to do a spit take.
Do you remember them? With a chap called...
I know his name. Not allowed to
I
say
know his
it.
name. I know his name.
I told you the other day.
I can't remember.
No, isn't it the one that was?
Was it Mark?
Mark Boss.
Mark Boss. There we
Who
go.
remembers Mark Boss?
And then
Who in the chat?
there was 2 or 3 streams where it was just me and Mike Brooks on our own,
What?
and I was doing what ended up being done far, far, far more better by you guys. Then you turned up and took it all from me. No, yeah, I'm joking. But then and then that's when. So the streams would have started in the
2015.
2015, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah. Because I remember the at the premiere at Duxford, you hadn't streamed at that point.
No, but I got up on stage.
Yeah. I'm
Did a
saying
bit.
that was your first
Yeah.
hi, I'm
Yeah.
Baptism
I'm
by
here.
fire, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, in my
And I remember because I had written the
lean forward.
I thought he was going to get up and leave.
I'm done with this.
I had written the playthrough for the me, Eddie, and Karash did the
Yeah.
capital ship
I've been
thing,
friends.
and I'd written the how's it going to flow,
Yeah.
which ended up being just the script you read. And I was like,
The
I'm
Imperial
not a writer.
the majestic class
I'm fairly
Imperial
sure.
Interdictor.
Yeah.
Everybody, introducing
Yeah.
the majestic class
do you
Imperial
remember the-
Interdictor.
Do you remember? Looks like you got some.
"Whoa."
Looks like you got some trouble on your hands here, Karash. What can you bring to the table? And Karash was like, I bring friends. Boom!
Yeah,
Best
it's really
line
good.
written ever by a person.
Did you write that?
Yep.
That's from the original trailer.
Yep.
And
from
you
the
wrote
original.
that.
That's what.
Yeah.
No, I didn't write the original trailer.
so you didn't
But I
write
wrote
it.
the premiere bit,
The bit, yeah,
to
yeah,
link it. Right?
I thought you were trying to claim the original
no,
line.
no.
Who wrote the I Bring Friends line? David, right? Surely.
I don't know. That was. I think it was just before I joined, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Chris.
that was an interesting one. That was the 2014
Premiere.
event, which was kind of my first week on the job. I went to EGX. That was my first week on the job.
Was it
It was
really?
EGX. I had 3 days in the office, and then that weekend I went to EGX, and I was like, "What am I getting myself into here?"
Yeah.
We met all the ambassadors, so the original sort of ambassadors. Who in the chat was
I
here
was going to say, I wonder if
from
they
the
were.
original ambassador group from EGX in 2014? I know. Well, I can see Karash is in there as well. Hello, Karash. And yeah,
So-
Elon streaming EGX was fun. All those people. It was absolutely awesome. I just remember it being. We rushed off my feet entirely.
So
and tried
that
to remember
year, the
everyone's name. There was about
E3,
15 people.
Karash went to E3 with us
He did.
as a thing, and that must have been just before you
It
started.
was
then.
before I started. So Karash,
Just
I
before.
remember, and talking about Karash as well in 2014, calling up Karash,
Yeah.
and I hold my hands up to say this, and being like, because he was streaming already. He was the first person
Yeah,
streaming.
yeah, his
one of
Friday
the-
night streams, aren't they?
One of the very first people to stream Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
And I remember calling him to be like, "Hey up, Karash, thanks for everything that you do." It was
Yeah.
like it was the first sort of very hands-on influencer management that I would do.
There you go.
He cringed. This man here cringed. To be fair, that is a cringy phrase, and that's why I'm sort of saying it as a joke. It's I'm being ironical. But he said Yeah, so I called him up and I said, like, hey, how do you stream? Like, literally,
How do you do it?
how do you do it?
How do you do it?
And then he was incredibly helpful, helped us set it up. You helped me set it up as well because you'd used it.
I had because I had to learn from Mark because when
because my boss
because when he wasn't here, then I was like, I think he pressed some buttons on the numpad and you could change it and stuff. So I was.
Do you remember the content of our very first stream?
The content?
Yeah. I think
Nice.
I think we were showcasing the Imperial Clipper for the first time, or the cutter. People hadn't seen it yet, and you were showing it off.
Maybe.
And I didn't know what any of that meant. I was like, great,
cool.
Like, this is amazing.
This is a big game.
obviously, yeah, because it was a big game to start with.
Yeah.
So again, this is interesting. I don't know. Do we see any more people in there for the EGX people who were there that first year, 2014? Abastasaurus here as well. He was part of that crew. Crash Landing. Yeah, we had Elan Solo in there. Yeah. So in the chat, and I've noticed that you're watching it quite a lot.
I am. Yes.
If you could put your favourite Elite Dangerous sort of event type memories from the last 4 years,
yeah, that was
put them in the
nice.
chat, and then
Good.
Zach, you can pick things out, or we can all pick things out every now and again. Aladdin Sane wasn't even born yet 4 years ago. That's incredible.
Who wasn't born?
Aladdin Sane wasn't even born yet 4 years ago.
Wasn't even born
Oh,
4 years
wow.
ago.
I was about to go. That's amazing. What?
Yeah,
but then I
that's
realised how ridiculous he just made me look
Yeah.
on a live stream.
Frontier
Thanks.
Frontier Expo 2017 is something we'll get round to shortly.
Yeah,
The
let's not fast forward too quickly.
Yeah.
No.
The launch.
Got a whole hour to face it out.
Yeah, so it's Premiere
You'd be
FX,
surprised.
and
You
now we're
actually
here.
got that
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah.
Too many to pick. Yeah, what an absolute ride it's been, and it's
Yeah.
going to carry on. By the way, and I think
Elite Meet Birmingham.
Elite Meet,
that was
good.
so fun. Were you there for that?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, I was
there.
The music and the t-shirts.
Yes. And for helping get it off.
Yeah.
Having the entire dev team, like
Oh, this I've
producers,
heard of.
all standing around me in a circle. You two,
Yeah.
Mike Brooks, Eddie, Chris Gregory,
Eddie, Chris was
just
there.
like peeling the t-shirt off me,
Yeah.
and because I couldn't get it off, I was like, "Help me, guys, help me!"
Yeah.
And everyone stood around me peeling that off.
Weird.
And there's no,
That was
there's
incredible.
there's no video
mean,
footage of that anymore.
no.
It's a shame.
I mean,
it wasn't streamed live.
The Deal or No Deal.
Ed Nolman's.
Ed
that was good
Nolman's
fun.
was
So that must have been
that was- and his special appearance.
that
Mr.
EGX was just after the Gamescom 2016, and it was the last one we had the Gamescom meet at Cologne,
Yeah,
and it was in the basement bar.
we had the two in the basement bar the first 2
And
years.
you blew your voice out within like the
Oh.
first minute.
First
You jumped on the stage and you were like, "Welcome!" And then from that point on, you're like, "Oh my God, I've got a really long time to talk now."
So what happened was that you say it was on it wasn't on a chair. That was on it wasn't on a stage. It was on a chair.
Yeah,
I pushed a chair in and I jumped up
Yeah.
on top of a stool.
Yeah.
And did.
Was this Cologne?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Cologne. I think it's just before you started.
You were you were controlling
You're in the dungeon. This was the laptops.
What folders
Everyone
should we
would cheer
open?
if you went over, "Whoa."
So anybody, because I mean that does sound like utter nonsense if we're just
It
saying
is
it, but
utter
people might
nonsense.
remember it. Again, were you at that event? What was it again?
It was Elite Meet Cologne.
2000.
Elite Meet
2016. Something Cologne.
16.
Yeah.
So what did we do now? 2015? Nothing for a year.
Well, no, you would have been
Made a game.
We made games.
Well done, Steve.
We made games.
You
Yeah.
did it
Yeah.
proper well.
We brought out Horizons.
Yeah.
At the end of
Was that
2015.
Yeah.
That was December 2015.
I'm in 2019.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18. That's
So
5
it's 5 years this December it's been out.
Yeah.
6 years since the alpha in December.
Wow.
It's almost 7 years since the Kickstarter.
Well, can I say, and I'll say it again at the end when I tried to do a summarising thoughts thing, but I have to say I'm incredibly excited about where you guys are going with it,
Yeah.
and like to see where you guys go with
Oh,
it.
it's
Sorry.
exciting
They've
times.
locked me in a cupboard for the last 3 months, so I've not been able to see anything.
Yeah, we can't have
yeah.
you going
For
out
that
and being
6
all
months.
like,
Always
"Wee, I've seen everything."
Oh, look at me!
Like, no chance,
No
pal.
chance. No, they lock me in the. They don't let me see these
With a
things.
laptop to the forums and that's it.
Well,
That's
you
all
know
you've had
me.
for the last 3 months.
Yeah, I've been in. Or I have to put a VR headset on. I have to do my work.
You
whilst
live
in the Matrix.
in the forums.
Just lie back and have like 2 keyboards on the side of me. So that's not true. But what is true is that I'm excited to see where you guys take it. And I think the future is incredibly bright for
It sure
Frontier
is.
as well. Like,
Very much.
yeah.
I think, Luke, I suppose, linking back to Distance Worlds, it shows. See, I said distance.
You said distance.
You did.
I
It's
was
your
gonna
fault.
pick it out.
You're
I was
starting
gonna pick it out.
Distant Worlds
Worlds.
shows that even after all this time, you can get a community pulling together and
Yeah.
12,000,
lovely
10,000, 12,000 people together.
I think it's
you know?
lovely looking at the chat, and you just see how many of those people were at all of those events. Like it
Yeah.
sounds,
Yeah.
all of this stuff sounds like you said, like there was a dungeon in Cologne with folders, and we waved a mouse over it, and people cheered and
Yeah.
people booed,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's literally what happened. Literally, it was.
And then
I
they saw
remember-
me.
Do you remember that we sat back to back in the old office, right?
Yeah.
Back to back, and
Yeah.
the amount of time we would spend over these folder structures and what we were
Yeah,
putting
it
in
was.
them and everything else. And like when you talk about that, people will be like, "What the hell are you on about?"
Yeah.
But it was just, and there's so many people in the chat that were there that are like, "Oh yeah, I remember that one."
It was, and again, it's so funny because at the time, I almost as well kind of refused to plan. I'm just going to be honest with you.
At the
It doesn't
time.
Sound like you.
That's not true at all. To any future employers who may be watching, I'm diligent. They're joking because of how much I plan. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. So what happens though is basically at the time it's 2015, and those sorts of things for me needed to feel more improvised and sort of exciting and I just think it's so funny that we went from that to then something like Frontier Expo, which was this thing that we structured. Yeah, it wasn't scripted as such, but the questions and the rough responses or the content that we wanted to get out within those responses.
the
were
key
planned.
messaging was
Well, the thing is, you've got like stages and pieces of content that go out on the stage, and you've got all of the content that you want to show and you want to talk through those. But then you've also got like the bands and the people that are talking, and there's so much, and then you got 2 stages worth of content, and then you had all the community groups that come in. Like it was the biggest thing for us to like as an organisation. That was the
So
biggest
incredible.
And it was also
organised.
really great to see,
thing.
how see the community guys, the actual players meet you guys
Yeah.
there as well. It was like amazing to kind of walk around and
Yeah.
put names to command, put faces to the commander names, and kind of see everybody there.
Glowing.
That's really quite cool.
Yeah. What is that?
That's a cluster of stars.
What is that?
It's a very close cluster of stars.
Hello, everyone. Now
Well,
let's
Elite Meet in Bristol was my first ED-related event attendance, and we haven't even talked about like
Bristol,
LaveCon.
yeah.
We haven't
No.
talked about the Bristol meets, the
Fantasticons,
Elite
yeah.
Community meets, the
Yeah.
Fantasticon. Yeah, like all of those things.
Yeah.
Twitch.
I have
Twitch,
and it's-
never to all the Twitch events. that
Twitch
we-
events you went to.
The
all
PAX East meetups, PAX
East,
West meetups.
We'll
Yeah.
get to the point where I enter your life. And just
Oh,
politely
right, sorry,
say,
yeah, and then it
We'll get there soon.
in the last year, it kind of.
No, you just sat there like.
Nothing.
We'll
Nothing.
get to that
No,
point.
about nothing.
Get to the bit where I'm involved, guys. I get to the bit where I'm
Honestly,
in.
honestly, the best
control.
years of my life, the best parts of my career, we haven't even touched where it all turns up. Yeah, I'll never forget those days.
We'll
Golden
get to
days.
that.
Golden
Oh, Jeff
days.
Goldblum.
As Bo just
sorry,
pointed
seen
out
that,
as
yes.
well.
Who?
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum,
Jeff,
where we got to
yeah.
interview, where me and Bo went to a strange London studio,
Yes.
and were treated like, because obviously Jeff was the talent. But it was so funny to the production company that were filming, and this is going a bit behind the scenes, I hope you don't mind. Anybody, but like they were, I didn't want to make it feel like you were the one, like. But
Well, I
it's
do-
gonna,
well,
it's
I
gonna,
do.
if you get the cane and
So I'll
hold
just,
me
I'll
up.
just sort of hold on to here, and when you
Will's
say
got an
something wrong,
objection.
just give me a pinch.
I can say what I want. Finally.
I do mind.
Yeah.
You're not mentioning me enough, so.
Yeah, can you mention me a little bit more? Well,
How do I play into this Jeff story? I don't. So
But we went, and it was really interesting because like professional makeup artists, and they were like
But you're used to that, right?
They were on the headsets.
He still
and they were
has one of
It's the
those.
only time we ever got makeup made up for. Oh no, we got made up for Frontier Expo as well. Oh yeah, I was lathered in like caked on makeup for Frontier Expo. And it was people like, the presenters are on their way, and I was like, they're talking about us, Bo. I was like, I think they are. And then they took us out, and then I don't know if this is relevant, but Jeff is the loveliest man to work with, and he's so gentle and interested in everybody, and he has a piece of paper with everyone's name on it, and he makes an effort to learn everybody's name. And he loved Bo, and he was like, you remind me of a young Daisy Ridley. You remind me of a young Daisy Ridley from Star. And Bo was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, and I was like, what about me, Jeff? What about me, Jeff? And he was like, what's that guy called? The British comedian. I was like, okay. Lee Evans.
Yeah!
Just say yes!
Oh my god!
That's not true.
All this time.
All this time you've
All this time
never
we've
known.
been
Can I just say from the Honey Thief, please don't leave us said. Zach do business things to force him to stay. Can I just say this is
You've
a
got a real
celebration.
reputation.
Yeah.
This is a celebration
No, it
of
is.
the last 4 years and all the awesome stuff that's gone on, and the journey that we've got to be here. And
Lee Evans.
young Lee Evans.
Yeah, so young.
So it's celebrating time. Come on.
I am not Lee Evans.
A little
Anyway, it's all right.
There is
Yeah, why don't we start this as a thing? That's okay, because it's only 2 more weeks. And then we're gone.
Well, you say that.
All right,
Can't
Lee.
defend it.
All right, Lee, calm down, Lee.
No, actually,
don't
it
get-
can bother me, and it really will.
Yeah, I bet
Within 2
I
weeks,
can
just
imagine.
in the next 30
I can imagine your face. You're like,
It's really funny still. It's
"Oh,
really
I'm going
funny.
to put the awkward questions back in then, Jeff.
Oh,
No, you're right,
Jeff
mate.
Goldblum stuff.
Yeah.
All of the Twitch cons, all of the Twitch streamers and YouTubers that we've had the pleasure to spend time with. But yeah, the community, the frontiers communities, and I've written this in my in the leaving post in the forums. But just absolutely astonishing.
Yes.
Like I've learnt so much, and I love it now when somebody you meet in the real world says video games. Oh, are people sit at home just playing video games? And did they really have like proper communities? And I'm like, well.
Let me tell you.
Yes. Yeah.
And
exactly.
I honestly, I love to be able to sort of for hours just to sort of carry on about the amazing things
Just
that
look
you
at the
do.
names. Just look at all the people in the
Yeah,
chat.
and I recommend
and all of these
recognise
people
all
that
of
come
them.
up. They're all coming up, and they've all been a part of all of those stories and all of the stuff that's going on. It is incredible.
Are you David Baddiel? Someone says you're David
Yeah, I saw
Baddiel.
that.
I am. Thank you.
Lee Evans and David Baddiel on the couch at one time.
But think about what we did in this room just
Amazing.
last month. The
Yeah,
24-hour
yes.
Christmas live stream
Yeah.
where we raised over £40,000. Over the last few years, Frontiers communities, Planet Coaster, Jurassic World Evolution, and Elite Dangerous, all the communities around those games have raised over. I think Baz is in the chat.
He is.
He mentioned.
Yeah.
I think it's over £300,000 that our communities have raised for their charity special effects.
That's amazing.
And that is just one example of it, because I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff that people have done in our communities. Such as save people's lives.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, just by being there and being these people's friends and being spaces for people to come together and actually, they've met in person, but not just that, it gives these people have found a space to be themselves, people have found a space to feel comfortable with who
Well,
they
I
are.
think people just come together over a shared passion, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all of the community that comes together
Yeah.
that keeps
That keeps
everyone
it
coming
special.
together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like you can have a shared passion about something, but
Yeah.
when those people come together and
definitely.
then like-minded people, same passion, something that they love, but then those people and that community is what keeps other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
beautiful.
big draw, isn't it? A big pull.
Yeah, I mean, I've
And-
definitely seen where people said, "Oh yeah, I started on this game. I didn't know anything," and the community have literally. I mean, it's so warm that they kind of take newbies in. It's not like, "Oh no, newbies stay out of the way." You know, it's not that. It's all, let's do this together. We're all in it together. And let's just play and have fun and
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Great.
just to be even just a tiny part of that, to have.
A big part.
Well, thanks, very kind of you to say, but like to be a part of that and to help get those things started up. You're saying it now to be nice to me, I get it. But like, it's just been so lovely to see that grow. But also, it's been. It's a weird thing to say this, but it's been almost imperceptible. The growth.
Yes.
Right? If I look back now, I can see that there's a huge difference between what we had then and what we have now. But there was no one moment where I went, "Oh, this is bigger than
Yeah.
this," unless you can.
No, I totally agree. And I was just going to say, I was thinking about this the other day. I think that it's imperceivable because it's always been as warm and friendly, regardless of the
Oh,
number.
the size.
And I think that's the strongest part of the community is the fact that they're just so open and willing and friendly, and they want to help people out. And 10, 15, 20 people, whatever, that's what it always just was from the very beginning.
And it And it
you know.
isn't just the ED community. It's worth mentioning as well. No, that
No,
this
no,
is an
it's-
Elite Dangerous stream, and that's obviously I started here and we only had Elite Dangerous. Or at least we didn't. We had more than that. There was Lost Winds that was out already.
Yeah.
In terms of
Coast
what
Crazy.
we were sort of brought on to do.
Yep, Disney.
And to see, but the Planet Coaster community is one.
Oh,
It is
wonderful.
again some of my favourite memories. We went to the Efteling with quite a large group of Planet Coaster players. And there's another couple memories as well when we had the Planet Coaster Head Club.
Well, there was the Coaster Club, and also don't forget, and this was just before Bow joined as well.
Oh right.
Don't forget, you had all of during that Coaster Head Club, you had all of the sort of reveal streams that were coming out with all of the developers, and you had
so exciting.
it was sort of the first time after Elite that you were sort of able to show off content. It was a new game, and we were bringing that out, and that was
And actually, a lot of the people that we have in the chat.
Crowd pleaser.
And by the way, somebody says, Ali N says, is the audio out of sync for anyone else? It could perhaps be a little bit out of sync. But just if we just speak with our mouths a little bit, it could just be an internet thing. We'll get it sorted for the next stream. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll get it sorted, will you? Personally.
Yeah, it's maybe
good old Lee over there.
royal
It's still
Could
here
do that.
for the next stream. It's just
Well, I just won't be in the room.
won't be in the room.
Don't worry. He's not leaving you, Adam.
He is though.
He's not
He
being-
is.
you're not
I'm
being
not having
abandoned.
any
It's
more of
fine.
it.
It's fine.
I don't want to
Sorry.
celebrate this guy anymore. What's the point?
Welcome to the celebration live stream.
Yeah,
everybody.
celebrate someone leaving. I don't want to celebrate you leaving.
Well, don't. Let's celebrate
What would
the
you
4
do
years
instead?
that he's been here.
That's what we're trying
What
to do.
would you rather do?
Let's go down the pub and have a really good beer
right now.
with you.
Hey everyone, that's it for the stream.
Is that bye? We're going
Going
drinking.
out for this other pub instead.
On a school night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Planet Coaster launch event as well
Yeah.
was absolutely
Oh,
under in the alcoves,
Yeah.
and also there's been a real lovely crossover as well when we did the Twitch.tv. We started off the Twitch channel not that long ago, and it was Frontier based. So you saw that coming together of the communities. A lot of Planet Coaster people were starting watching Elite Dangerous things.
Yeah.
Started a lot of Elite Dangerous people watching Planet Coaster things, and then when we introduced JWE as well. That was and seeing people speculate around what our next IP was going to be,
Yeah.
all
Oh, I like
that
that,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. But there's like a really lovely thing where people are starting to understand what a Frontier game is all about, and what a Frontier community is all about. And I think that we genuinely do have one of the best communities in the world. I mean, it's difficult for me to say because I don't spend as much time with any other communities. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
I
like it's-
I think, I've been a member of a few,
Yeah.
not massive one, but I'd say that certainly the Frontier and Elite communities are
Yeah.
just the best one I've ever encountered.
I'll say it, they're the best.
They're the best. You're the best, guys. You are the best.
You're the
So
best.
We all
Alright.
think it here.
Nothing
all
gonna
think it here.
take it down.
Stop.
And so I'm going to say a couple. Again, we're saying lots of stuff. Hey Ed,
Ooh.
if you're leaving, can I have your stuff? Yes.
No,
Ooh.
Philip could.
We've got
I've
dibs
got
on
a
that.
little memory of that.
over ceremonially to the next person.
Oh,
You can't have
The
it.
next person.
You can't have it.
You finish that?
I should get on your sassy pants today.
It's quite warm. I think it's
I
I'm
remember-
melting. I'm trying to.
As Adam heats up, he starts to get his sassy pants on.
I remember the Planet Coaster launch thing was the first time you streamed with cards. And I was like, well, I don't know, I've looked professional there.
Should we get
innit?
some cards? Do you want some cards
Hey?
now? We can give you a card now to sit there and hold the cards. It does look professional when you have the card, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We had a good time at that one.
Yeah.
It was a good time. And it's been right. Okay, it is quite warm in here, and I want to get kind of. I don't know. Do you
Even
think
closer?
do you think we should? Might be able to hear it. No, it's
I'm
okay.
not-
It's all right.
I'm not that hot.
You're all right.
No, I'm alright.
All right, great. Everyone's fine.
I'm not. Try not to collapse.
Are you
right
It's
now.
fine.
sweating?
It's all.
Do you
It's
want to have some
all.
water?
Had some.
You're not sweating.
I thought it was weirder that you lot
It's
were
all
all
just,
wearing
just-
black.
it's all just inside.
Just take that.
I've just
Did you not get the memos out?
No, I wore blue.
You were blue.
the point I'm trying to make
You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
is
I
about
keep it
not
real.
about it being warm, but I'm trying to think of things that I want to say because I've got a lot to say. As surprise. But
You
then
have got a whole live stream for it, Ed,
well,
dedicated to
but
it.
we've got like 20 minutes
Yeah.
until we're probably going to be calling this to a close. 25 minutes,
Mhm.
and I'm finding it difficult for me to say what I want to say And that's weird, isn't it? But
What do you want to say, Ed?
What do you want to say?
What do you want to say?
Say
You
it.
say it, Ed.
You
If you see it,
what
say
you
it.
want to say it.
Say what you
feel.
see. Say what you
Say
feel.
what you feel.
If you
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
it,
well-
that's what Roy would have said. Say what you feel.
What, Roy?
Roy,
Roy,
We haven't
Roy
mentioned
from,
all the
No,
characters.
we can't
No,
mention
No,
it.
from- yeah,
we can
from-
mention
so
them
you
a
see.
little bit.
They
yeah,
don't
but I'm
think
saying
that
if he was at a psychiatric couch, I'm not saying he is, but if the psychiatric person that was helping him out
I
didn't
don't
say
know where the heck
That's
you're
I was
gone
gonna
with.
say,
say
You
what you
have got- you have
feel,
gone
if
with
you
that.
feel it, say it,
Is this-
then he would have missed a trick.
Is this therapy for Ed then?
I don't
think
yeah, I
it
think
is.
it's a little
Yeah.
bit. I think
Just
so.
say it. You tell us what you want to say. Buddy.
What do you want to say?
Best.
Let it all out.
Don't let us interrupt you
I was
anymore.
trying
Just
to.
say what you want to say. Go on, Lee. Just say what you want to say. mate.
Best 4 years ever, and best 4 years of my life by a long way. And yeah, there's been ups and downs, as there is with any years of your life. But I wouldn't want to change a single thing.
Yep.
And the Elite Dangerous community, but it's also you guys as well.
Oh,
I think I've been trying to not think about it too much,
Yeah.
and so I've not planned to say anything. But it is great. It's great. So I can't. I don't
Ed,
have
I'll
a
just
brain
stop. I'll just
power.
stop you for a second.
Yeah, ask some questions.
We still haven't mentioned when Will joined yet.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That's
This
as
has
a
to be
moment
the
in
running
history.
joke. We just keep
We'll
throughout the
keep
whole
going.
stream. Just be like, we'll get to
Poor
where
Will.
we're
And
doing.
I'm there like,
And then
come
like
on,
2
get there
minutes
in a
before
minute.
the
He's
end,
the only
we
one
haven't
that-
got time
he's
for
the only
it.
one who-
He's
He's
the
actually
only
on
one that's on
message.
message. He's like, I'm playing the game. I'm doing some
But
jobs.
yes, I mean,
He's
look
just
at this.
enjoying
Doing some
himself.
jobs, it's amazing.
What are you doing, Will? What are you?
I'm currently exploring the features of Beyond Chapter 4, which, you know, this is the new exploration set of exploration mechanics.
JSB says you're actually leaving it. I get the impression.
Do you know what I found funny was we were talking about the stream beforehand and we're like, we're just going to come on, do a normal stream.
Yeah.
Let's spend
A little
Yeah.
bit of
Yeah.
This is literally like a proper. It's a
I'm
celebration stream. but it's
expecting
a-
someone to walk out with a big red folder and sort of go, so Ed Lewis.
Edward Lewis. Do you know this voice? Blobby, 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 blobby.
Now that is
was-
one of my
yeah,
favourite
that was
memories.
One of my favourite memories ever, and it's very recent to say.
The thing
is,
is, they're all at kind of community events.
oh,
Seeing the things you're talking about,
Yeah,
the things
yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
are the best bits
Events
of
in person.
I mean, the events in
Events
person.
in person,
are
but then
nice.
we've always said that, right?
Yeah, I mean, meeting the players
if you
in person.
haven't gone to a community event, you
Yeah.
should go because
Yeah.
by going,
Which
you
also
have
when
experience that.
yeah we've
If you haven't been to
had
LaveCon,
visitors.
go to LaveCon.
It's
It's
always good.
incredible.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
LaveCon
And
is
Fantastic
good.
Con, and
Lovely.
Yeah.
if Fantastic Con's closer, they're all fantastic. Come
Yes.
on. They're all good. But yeah, actually, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
Never in my life, and I know how lucky I am to have had the experiences that I've had in this last 4 and a bit years. I'm genuinely incredibly lucky, and I've met some wonderful, life-changing people who I would now call like friends and family, and that is both internally in the company and also within the community. People have just like genuinely changed my life for the better and made me learn things about myself that I had no idea that was sort of within me. And like you say, I don't think I've ever felt quite as special or as appreciated in my life before. So coming here has been really great because you get to that happens. But no, and then, no. You come here and you just get like, it's just lovely. I can't even. I'm struggling to explain what I mean by it, and it's stressing me out a little bit. My eyes are stinging. I don't know why.
Basically,
But Zach came in, and when I'd started, so the moderators in the forums as well. Maybe it'll help if I just try to explain things as I go. Well, I went to the moderators in the forums when I first started up, and Mike Brooks was largely the person doing all of the talking on the forums.
Yeah.
And he really wanted to pass that on to somebody else so he could do his job.
Yeah.
And so I kind of started, but I was meek at first and kind of like, I'm not really sure how to engage with this, or didn't really know what was happening. And I talked to the moderators, so you're talking about people like Coots and people like TJ and Brett, of course, who were basically my eyes and ears, because it was already unmanageable for one person at that point.
yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is when I joined,
Yeah.
and it was, I know Brett had just joined like pretty
So
much
we
the same
then-
day.
Did he really? Was it around the
Pretty
same time?
much, very, very
I said we
close.
should probably give this guy a job because he's doing so much for us voluntarily and has done for the last 10 years.
The bit I was always surprised by, so like, you look at all the stuff that we do in terms of, with the community in terms of going to events and hosting events like Frontier Expo and the amount of times we're doing streaming and all the communications that have to go out and all the social and everything, all of those different things. And what I find, we always said it from day one. We were sat, we'd come in and it was like, we'd go, this is the internal stuff we're talking about here, but you sort of go through like, okay, so what are we doing? Are we doing so this or this or this? And it was just really surprising to me how much stuff we were doing, but we were just doing like bits and like here and here and here and here. And it's over the years we've sort of grown to do more and more of those sort of things. So every single event having cantina style events. I also remember when we got asked that question on Live Radio by Ben Moss Woodward, and he goes, you should consider doing cantina style events. And we already had one planned, and we went, yeah, we'll definitely consider it. And then the next week we announced it.
What's cantina style?
Like as in like a small event at the side of a Gamescom, like the Gamescom.
Yeah, like the meetups.
Community meetups,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
So
could have just said.
And it was
Alright.
Zach coming in.
Alright.
It gets all technical,
He literally
just
sat
warm.
me
He's
down.
just warm, Zach. Nothing personal.
Why don't you just go out, splash your face with some water, and
I'm
come
not
back?
the warm one. I think
Come back a different
the
person.
warmer you are, the more sensitive you are.
I know
to
what's happening.
Go on.
Are we all
You're leaving.
You're
Are
lashing
we
upset,
all?
aren't you?
I'm
He's
not
going through the
upset.
stages.
You're
He's
upset,
going
you're
through the
lashing out.
stages.
No, I couldn't
You got
care
accepted.
less. I've got will now.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about that. Let's talk about Zach again. So Zach,
I tried to bring you in there. I really
Zach, no,
tried.
it's
He's
not
going on to
happening.
that.
Zach came in and really did basically teach me what community management is, and essentially. And it turns out I'm good at it, and I understand it, and I know what I'm doing, and it is what I like to say is my sort of. Before this, I didn't put this in the forum post, but before this, I didn't really know what I was doing in life at all in terms of. I knew I wanted to do something, and I was going to be good at something, but I didn't know what it was. And then I was like, I remember saying to my partner at the time, I was like, oh, why can't there just be like something where I just get like paid to be nice to people? And then I found community management, and then I got to come on, and then luckily Zach came in and sort of said, all right, well, here's what you're doing already, and here's what we can do to help you excel at the things that you're good at. So we started doing more of the streams, and you really championed those streams for us as well, which was just really excellent. And that's the genesis of what we have here now, and also the genesis of what we did with Frontier Expo. With Frontier Expo, we had the FX. The fact that we sat down together for so many meetings to sort of write these main points, meetings after meetings, hour after hour after hour, to make sure that we got all that right.
I remember where that idea came from. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
We literally walked
I remember
out
it so
of
well.
EGX Birmingham, and we walked out, and we were walking back, and there was you and Ali, and
After we'd done the event where I was taking my
we'd done all
City
the things,
t-shirt.
we just walked out, and we're like, blimey, so many people that came and had celebrated and had a good time at the event, and we were like, maybe we could do like our own expo.
Oh.
And then it just became a thing, and it grew, and then it turned into Frontier
And
Expo.
I was really stubbornly like, I'm hosting it.
Yeah.
It probably did happen like that, but I ended up doing it, and it was that I've never felt. And it sounds like I'm a sort of an attention junkie, and in a lot of ways I am. I don't mind saying it. I do enjoy that experience of standing up on stage and people cheering and laughing and stuff. And doing that Frontier Expo to that crowd, it was like 700 people, just walking out. And beforehand, I walked down and said, "Hi guys, this is really important to us." On the microphone, this is really important to us. So please, we want everyone at home to see what the atmosphere is like and how positive you all are. So if you give me the loudest cheer you've ever given. And then we walked out, and the guy announced. We got the name right that time, luckily. But we'll go into that in a second. he asked me to come out. He's like, Edward Lewis, and the crowd's like, oh, and then I walk out, and I think I said something like, all right, that's enough. I was like,
all right,
yeah, calm down. As if I hadn't just asked him to say it. Yeah, but that was I remember just thinking afterwards when it all went so smoothly. I just felt as nothing felt quite as good as that. And then meeting everybody afterwards who came up to talk to everyone.
Cracking party.
It was such a good time. Everybody together.
But do you remember, like, so for me, two things, and again, it is that whole, it's the community community always supporting and being a part of it, and always, you know, like you asked them, hey, give us a big cheer when you came out, and of course
And
they
they
did.
deliver.
Right? But look at there's two other bits that always, and this one of them isn't about you. I'm sorry, but
No, it's all right. It's not what it's about. It's about the community.
exactly. But
Yeah.
the first one was at that Frontier Expo, and the amount of that was on my birthday, and the amount of cheers and happy birthdays that I got sung at that event as I went round, I was just like, that's so lovely. The fact that someone would do it. But the other one was the it's coming out of my brain now. It was the no, go on. I'll come back to it.
So the point I really quickly shut up, Will. We'll
get to you in a minute.
Basically,
Come.
what happened was there's like he's basically not said one word. I feel so don't matter.
Don't worry,
Anyway,
you'll be fine.
flying,
No,
Will.
you keep fine.
Alright.
Shh, Will, we're playing. So what the arrangement around Frontier Expo and even the arrangement around the Jurassic World launch
I've
event,
remembered it.
just hold for 1 second. We would never have been able to do that if it wasn't for those initial setting up those smaller streams.
Yeah.
Those little...
Well, everything's about, like, it grows and more people come and they support, and it's okay. So people are coming to watch the streams. Wait, I've got my thing because I will lose it. Will, we'll get to you at the end, Will. But the
Shut up, Wesley. You are the Wesley.
Oh, that's harsh.
but the it was the E3. Remember when we went off to launch Jurassic? And the bit that was so lovely was like you were out there tweeting, going like, I really wish I could have been at LaveCon, but LaveCon happened at the same time as launching Jurassic, and so they started taking pictures of them watching the Jurassic launch from LaveCon. It was like, oh my word!
Yes.
And then some guy went out and made sure it all happened.
And I got you a lovely video.
You did, it was
I
beautiful.
didn't do it.
Yeah,
I asked them,
it
can
was
they say,
awesome.
and they did, because they're lovely.
And it...
And you're lovely though. That's the thing. You know, the community team we have here are
Oh, brilliant.
bloody lovely. I probably shouldn't say that on
No.
the other stream. Are really lovely.
So I want to say that
So
really,
you're
really...
all lovely.
I want to say this,
Try
yeah.
again.
And this is...
shoehorn you in again.
So the community are absolutely wonderful, and they made this all possible, and they've changed my life for the better in so many ways, and I genuinely love you all dearly for it. So thank you so much for making my life as incredible as it is.
Well done, everyone.
I wouldn't change a single thing. And that goes into how I feel about the people I work with. So Zach, you know how I feel about you. You're all right. No, I think Zach, you are. Again, you've also changed my life massively because you've made it possible for us to do these streams. This room, if it wasn't for all of the stuff that we did back in the very beginning, where Zach...
Into his bosom.
Yeah. Into like...
He's welling up.
If it wasn't for the first
The
time,
dawn's welling up.
when we, like, I don't know, we were a really absolute dream team right at the start. Like it was
been
ridiculous.
amazing 4 years.
And then we had we brought Dale in for a while as well, and Dale was great. And then we had of course Bo, who again changed it, and every single time it's been massively improved by each person that's come in.
Yeah.
And if there's any lesson that you can take away from that, it is that change is positive, and like you should always invite in new people to, because at the time I remember being a bit nervous about people coming and taking away my
new experiences as well.
these new experiences, and Bo came in and again revolutionised the way things are done and just added some just a real spark
to
to
with
it.
me. It's nearly there. I'm just I'm
We've got a little while.
Hang on,
got
hang
a
on.
few
nearly there.
couple of months to roll.
He's nearly there.
But it is true, like the community team. I mean, the whole team is amazing. But you know, we're here talking about community, etc.
Yeah,
But I think the community are amazing. The team that are here are amazing, and it's something that has been built up, and it's been more and more and more. But it's lovely how much. Everyone really does care and really wants to be.
And
a
this
part
is
of
what
it.
I'm getting to as well. So when Bo came in,
Remember
it
when
kind
Will
of
came?
no, yeah.
No.
So when Bo came in, it really sort of like again, it was kind of like a new, fresh look at what community management could be, and it's so additive in its own way. And then we've got over here we've got Steve Kirby and Adam Woods, who are
Hello.
they're doing it like order.
Come on.
And then, but basically, these guys are the dev team, right? And
That's all you
Well,
are.
as
Just
much-
the devs.
Representatives of
representatives of the dev team.
team
Yeah, sorry.
a much bigger
Yeah,
team.
you're
It's not
absolutely
just-
right.
It's not just
But
us
you two.
us two kind of jokers.
But
I
you-
wish I had a sliver of the
Yeah.
intelligence, but yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. What a stunning group of people. When I first
Yeah.
arrived, within the first 2 years of being here, the company has grown now to the point where it's 400 plus people. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I remember I used to know the names of every single person who worked here. I would know everybody to talk to them because it was 130 or something, and
Something
it was
like that. It's
4.5
amazing
years
how
ago.
we've grown.
And
as a
and,
company.
and it's incredible, and it's become
Yeah.
a community in itself now. I think Frontier is like
Yeah.
lots of different types of people, lots of different types of friendships. Really, also Frontier Developments as well. The first place I've ever worked at that I've enjoyed working at. I
Wow.
think it's okay to
Whoa!
Wow.
say. That's okay to say.
That's going on the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No.
Well, you know, I've
Like-
enjoyed bits and bobs, but I mean, properly thought this is a place for me to stay.
Yeah.
And it's because of how accepting Frontier Developments is, and I think that is then reflected in the games that they make, that Frontier makes, and also the communities that then follow those games. And it's like almost as if the culture comes down from the top, and then it's spread outwards, and it's so like culturally diverse here at Frontier, and accepting of all different types of people. And it's just wonderful. And the developers and development team, as representatives of that today, I have to say that if it wasn't, it's an obvious thing to say, standing on the shoulders of giants, like absolutely standing on the shoulders of people who are just making incredible stuff. It makes it easy. Matt Florian said to me the other day, I was saying that to him, and he was like, "Oh no, don't." But that kind of plays down the work that you've done, and I get it. It's just been a good fit. Like,
Yeah.
it just so happens
I'd say it's been
that
the
you guys
perfect
make
fit.
amazing stuff, and then we're able to, and that makes it easy for then the community team or marketing in general and publishing to go out and do the thing that they do so well. And because again, I've worked with the publishing team has been the team. I've seen that grow, and I've seen it shape and change.
I just like the fact that we don't have to say anything now. It's just going to keep going. Just,
I couldn't
it's
I?
good. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
could.
I mean, the
So you feel?
keyword there is definitely team. I mean, we are a team. You know, we are. Yeah, we're. I mean, I know the dev teams are. We're pretty close. You know, as friends and colleagues, and you know, it's
We've
not
worked
just
with each other
it's
for
not
a
just
very long time,
that's it, we've
both
got
within
to know each
Frontier
other.
and within this project.
Exactly.
itself.
I mean, but everyone
Hang
on
on,
the
an
dev teams
important
are-
comment. I just want to read it
Oh,
out
what's
from Andy Pipkin. Do you want to read it?
I can't see it. Which one? It's gone, I
It
think.
starts with Ed wasn't as good as he is right now.
The moment he stopped trying.
But the
too
moment
hard,
he stopped trying, he got better. IMO.
Yes.
But I want
He's always been good.
Yeah.
I need to pick that apart and
Like,
okay,
I wasn't.
He's
yeah.
okay, got better and better. All right, end on a high, end on a high.
Yeah. How many people?
I knew Ed when he didn't have a beard. I remember that.
Yes.
But I
Yeah, no beard.
super importantly,
About 8 years old. He was.
Yeah,
He
He
was
was very,
about 8 years old.
Probably more Lee Evans than it is now.
I was then, yeah. And actually, I'd shaved my beard for the Jeff Goldblum stuff.
Yeah.
But more importantly, and this is serious. This is serious. Yeah, okay, it is my last stream, and that's why, of course, I'm talking about like.
Yeah.
No way.
What about Will now?
No.
No.
So
Who?
Well, surely we've got to talk about the biscuit streams.
There we go.
Oh, we can talk about the biscuits, I suppose. Yeah.
They're not on brand, they're Steve?
Yeah, the
I
Friday
did really
quizzes.
like talk about.
this is why
talk
you
about
don't get
personal
mentioned.
Brand.
Yeah.
Talk about personal. That's all right. We'll bring Will in a little bit here. I did like I was watching back the interview of you two that you did the most peculiar interview with. Mars.
Ghost Giraffe, yeah, Mars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That was great.
I enjoyed that.
That was really good. I'm looking
Tell
at
me the
something.
one
What am I
thing.
supposed to look
What are we
at?
looking at?
Actually,
Look.
Ed, look up. We made you said something nice to Dr. Kai. I don't know what. I can't
I think
see it.
I think that was they were sending a link.
They're sending in a-
look
everyone
up,
look
we
up.
made something for
Can you imagine that? Like,
Yeah, just like a
Look
it's like
up.
a balloon flies
How did
down.
that get there? Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Look,
I must
I don't know what I'm looking at.
there was a link that someone
All right,
posted
let's
before.
put Will
Yes.
out of his misery.
Yeah. Tell you
Right.
what.
And then
Well, I've got to click
That
on
Phil
that thing,
Coots.
right?
Well, you
Is that
got
what I've
to
got?
click on the
I think that.
There's
Oh,
a,
but
there's
you
a
can't-
JPEG.
you can't
You can't
them.
click on it. I'm
You
afraid.
can't click on it.
I can. I can.
Oh,
I can,
can we go?
Well, I can have a look on mine. Screen.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
I
Click it.
don't know what it is.
Is
Can't
it safe
see
to
it.
do that? Is it safe? Is
Well,
it safe?
yeah, if it's from Dr. Kyle.
Sorry,
it's
okay.
fine.
So he's going to go for
Or
it.
from Orange Spark.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't
Oh,
be
is it?
unsafe for the
Is it going
stream.
now?
How far out? Yeah.
I'm sure it won't.
Very
Put that onto
close.
there.
Yeah.
If you,
Oh,
That's good.
I mean, got mine out.
Oh, no, it's
How are you doing, Will?
I'm alright over
Yeah.
here. I'm
Are
really
you
warm.
getting to the,
temperature
Do you
is
remember
hot
when
enough.
you joined Frontier
You
World?
get into the thing.
Only a
Stop
year.
talking about yourself!
Right.
It's not your stream, Will.
You know-
It's not mine. It's not my
Well,
live
no,
stream.
to bring Will into it, I'll tell you one thing
I was
that's
going to
been
get
one of my
it's going to be really
favourites
sweet eventually. Go on.
Sorry, we've ruined it.
is the banter actually between you two, and
I
also
think
the
so-
things,
no,
and also
the-
the things
the-
like the Radio 4 voices and the little accents that you
Oh, we
two
do it. Yeah.
you two
No,
ping around the
Well,
office.
we just go for walks. And
It goes
Yeah,
so much
it
deeper
doesn't
than that.
go-
These two are. They are like,
Soulmates?
They are soulmates. I mean, what,
I mean,
please explain to the chat because they will not understand what
explain.
this is.
We
Please
aren't
explain to the
friends.
chat. Please explain to the chat what whiz pop bang is.
They do know.
I
What
can't
that
do
is.
it because my thing's broken. But I could-
What is
Why
it?
you put why
It's pop-
why
borrow
why in a
this.
segment called Whiz Pop
No,
Bang
pop-
are you trying
I'm
to
gonna
snap whip.
crash. So I'm
Pop
gonna
snap
jump out of the
whip, that's
game.
me
Pop
balls
snap
not
whip.
Snap whip.
But I
What's
will
the pop
need-
snap whip, guys.
I will
on,
need
everybody.
this from you. I'll show you this.
Pop
everyone.
snap whip.
Oh,
Snap
okay.
You
whip.
don't
Do
gotta
you want
be
to give it a
hit.
little? Do you want to give it? Do it together. Together.
Come on.
What and what was it? Give them the story behind how it came
What
up.
was it?
I can't remember.
There's never.
Honestly,
we usually forget the
I-
origin story.
No, I came
Oh,
round
come on,
the
you-
corner. You two had been practicing together, like teenage
You don't
children
gotta be
doing a
Look
dance
at this, Dad.
routine.
Look at what we've learned,
Exactly
Dad.
that. You came out and you were like, "Have you guys seen the new cool
Yeah,
thing going on
yeah.
in the street?"
Guys,
and I
have you
was
seen
like,
the new
"What?"
cool? Well, we'll say it now. Everybody, there's a new craze on the street that Will and I have noticed all the kids are doing these days.
All the
and it's
kids are
called
doing.
Pop Snap Whip. And it goes like this. You don't gotta be hip to Pop Snap Whip. And that's it.
There you
That's
go.
what all the kids are doing these days.
Yeah,
You
and that,
thought
all of
we
that
had it
because
bad
they got
over
given key cards on stream.
I was going to mention
you-
the Will Eats series,
Yeah,
but
that's-
that makes the Will Eats thing look like a professional BBC Three documentary that actually makes sense.
But seriously, that's not public stuff. That's these two like.
Oh,
genuine-
this
it's
is round the
it's like when you get
office.
two kids and you put them
Yeah.
together and they just start playing and they just like get on with each other. It's lovely.
Well, why don't you do your Radio 4 presenter?
Oh, that's
Oh
a
dear,
tall order.
that was funny.
Hello there, and welcome to Radio 4. Today we're here on Elite Dangerous, doing an Elite Dangerous live stream because Ed is leaving Frontier Developments.
Hi, mate, you're right. Hi, Stephen.
Frontier
Mrs.
Developments,
Doubtfire.
No,
room composure here.
So we would walk around the
The park.
professional.
We do the
We'd
park.
walk around the park at lunch,
Doing
we
these
would just
voices.
do these
Literally doing
voices,
these voices.
and we would do like entire Radio 4 shows together.
Yeah, I went on one walk with
He
you.
never came back.
I had one walk with you. That's it. Oh, we're going around the lake.
Yeah.
Let's go everywhere. And I thought, oh, yeah, nice walk.
You're like, Steve, do a
we
character.
we get halfway round, and they're like doing this radio interview.
What was it about? I think it was about stones.
It was about stone. Yeah, it was about rocks and
Yeah.
stones. And
It was
it's
really good.
Oh my.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing. Not even on stream.
no.
But in real life,
All
you
over the
two are
place.
like a duo. You are a
It's brilliant.
comedy act. I love it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good, and it's again. I do want to go back to. Take it away from Will again.
Well, I want to wait.
Well,
let
move
me
on.
say this. What I find with Ed is that we're able to just sit in front of a computer or hop on a sofa, and it's not. We don't have to rehearse anything. We just go with it, and there just seems to be this energy between us. Well, we just. I don't know how to say it.
And he's taking half it away.
I don't know.
How about that?
It's all right. You find it with other people. Such
Yeah.
I'm lashing out. I'm going to lash out.
These
Be
two
fine.
fine gents.
It'll be all right.
So there's
We'll
these
make it
two
work.
events, but there's also there's
Although-
Stegs and Shantae
There are,
and
yeah.
Paul and Paige and Bo and Brett and all those guys are still there. And I want to say,
Yes.
and this is what it kind of comes back round to, is that I can do this big emotional speech about how amazing it has been, and I know that I'm talking about myself a lot today because I'm proud of all of this that we as a team have put together. Because before Will and Ed, there was Bo and Ed, like with all the Planet Boaster and all those things, and those things were a lot of crazy fun. And like setting up those live streams when they first started and doing that back and forth, having that. Because originally I was doing the streams on my own, just like in the middle, just like, hello everyone, doing like educating Ed and wearing silly little
Oh, that
costumes.
was, come on,
good,
the
yeah.
orange,
Yeah,
the orange
yeah,
jumpsuit was,
yeah.
Can I just
think
get
it'd be
a time check? How long have we?
Oh, it's 7 o'clock now.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You sure it's not 8 o'clock?
It's 8 o'clock.
It's 8
Sorry.
o'clock,
Yeah.
So
I want to say, and that includes, of course, the arrival of Will Flanagan. And I
Will-
want to
Will
talk
Flanagan?
Will Flanagan. That's
Will
another one of our characters.
Flanagan is
Hey,
a
another
good
one.
character.
That's another off
in-joke.
off stream in joke. Yeah, Will Flanagan. Hi, my name is Will Flanagan.
Will Flanagan.
Will Flanagan.
Detective.
I was going to say that. PI.
And my friend Roy is off. Roy.
I love Roy. He's one of my favourites.
Me and my wife went to the restaurant for my 50th birthday. She had the beef, and I had the prawns.
This is what it's like working with these two.
That's the thing.
It doesn't stop.
Well, it's really,
This
this
is
is just like working every day. The amount of times you hear this voice
Well,
When I was
just
in the
come out
wild,
of the kitchen or down the
behind,
corridor.
we're sat working, and behind us are these two little cheeky voices come up.
we're very
And it's just
serious
like,
as well,
yeah,
though.
But
we don't
yeah,
take ourselves seriously.
Oh yeah,
That's
but
good,
it's,
yeah.
no, it's,
But it has been.
but it is all
It has been really hard at times as well, and we are I like to and you guys being part of this community as well, and sort of. And that's why I feel like I've been part of it. I don't feel like I've worked with them or been in charge of them.
Ricardo says the
Prawns.
Prawns.
The prawns. There is some work that
Have
gets
we seen
done
the
at
pic
some
yet?
points, and that's
I haven't seen the pic.
important.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
sorry, did see the pic. It's really lovely. They've spelled 07 out and made and it says like for Commander Edward Lewis, which annoyingly we can't get up on screen right now, but we need to get a function where if people send stuff in, we can put it on. But Engineer Luke, hi.
Hi.
And then Luke is going to work it out. But yeah, of course, there has been times when it's been really, really difficult, and I could do a boring talk all about the
isn't your
importance of
finished
community
speech, is
management. No. I could do important talk all about community management and all those kinds of things. And maybe at some point I will. I'd love to go and do like. What are they called? Res talks? No, that's TED style talk about community management at some point in my life. And I did. I went to Norwich University at one point and did a talk all about community management and like the serious side of it. So please do know that we're focusing on the fun side, the sort of the visible side of it. But yeah, of course, it's hard work. And the people who do the community management here, which is Will, it is Bo, Paul, Shante, Stegs, Paige, and Brett. You are in absolutely safe hands with these people because they are some of the best. In 4.5 years of being in this industry, I know I've only ever worked for Frontier within the industry, within this specific community management. But I will say that my experience of that is they are some of the best CMs in the industry, and I've looked, and so and these guys are just incredible. And Will is.
It's me, by the way, everyone.
Nice to meet Will Flanagan.
Everyone, Will Flanagan
is an incredible example.
I gave you a round of applause. No one else
It's
did.
really solid.
Do you know what I mean?
Extreme.
Just saying.
An incredible example of that. None of this would be able to be done without people. Will is one of those people.
This would not be possible without people.
I don't want to be like. I
You
don't want
can't
to be.
say it, can you? No, but no. it's
Will is incredible, and
Wilf.
he's going to look after you. Wilf is
I'll
going
look
to
after
look
you.
after
Hi,
you.
Wilf.
Wilf.
And also, and this is what I'm trying to say. Yes, okay, this is my last stream. And yes, okay, it's fun to reminisce about the last few years, and people are saying don't leave and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But honestly, I'm not leaving. I'm just not going to be the community manager of Frontier Developments anymore.
No.
I'm really excited to see what it is like being a fan of Frontier's games. I was before, but you know what I mean. It's changed my perspective of it all, and I'm interested to see how it changes back after that.
So we'll still be able to fly around with you.
Yeah,
still be able
definitely.
To, we'll still be able to build coasters with you.
Definitely, yeah, and release
raise
dinosaurs
dinosaurs with
onto
you.
unsuspecting park guests.
And come to community meets.
And come to community. I would
Yes.
love to. I would love to. If that's all right with you, then I'll be
Yeah,
there.
you might have to buy a ticket though.
Yeah,
I was going to say I'm not going to get a free LaveCon ticket anymore.
No, that's it.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
surely you have your lifetime,
Yeah.
your
Well,
pass and stuff.
and Will, to be completely clear as well, is
We did mention that.
a
What? Sorry, Wilf,
diligent,
I'm not sure.
passionate about process kind of guy.
Oh, he sounds well fun. Sounds like a great
Diligent
guy.
Will.
Loves a good
Diligent
spreadsheet. Does
Will.
old Will.
Diligent Will.
He
with
does.
his-
To be fair, Will does
I
love a
do love
spreadsheet.
spreadsheets. I do love
Who doesn't love a
I
spreadsheet?
do love spreadsheets.
Oh, come on. Right, hang on a second.
Hey, whoa, no! I wasn't.
You
I
love a
wasn't-
spreadsheet. I've seen you.
I
you
love a
love a
spreadsheet.
spreadsheet.
Yeah, I
love
wasn't saying it.
spreadsheet.
I'm not saying it.
Pastel colours in a
I wasn't
spreadsheet.
I mean, I know certain people.
I love
Negative
spreadsheets
sense.
too.
I know certain people in the chat who love
Stop it.
spreadsheets. Yeah.
Certain people, if they followed me on Twitter for a couple of years, will know that I did a Christmas dinner through a spreadsheet.
On a spreadsheet.
I made myself out a
So it
little,
doesn't sound
ha.
it wasn't a good joke.
I made a Gantt chart out of an Excel sheet to plan my Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I had my
respect
ovens
that.
and the times, and
Somewhat.
it was. I had it. I got it within
do
about
that.
3 minutes of when I thought it was going to be done.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing?
So,
What's that doing?
What about?
Well, can I?
Go for it,
Now,
Zach.
are you
Go on,
about to
Zach.
finish?
Say
Are we about to finish?
say what you need to, Zach.
Are we
Yeah.
about to finish?
We
I'll
are.
give you, basically, before you do your final goodbye,
Yeah.
I just want to
We've got-
say one thing
Oh.
and get Luke ready, that's all.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Huh?
It's
we doing
it's
it now?
me, but
Do you want
Is
to?
it you?
yeah.
You were going to do it.
You
Although
just
you got
tell me.
something
No,
planned.
you do what you were about to do.
Yeah.
If
But
he
don't
starts
worry about
dancing,
Luke.
he
You
You've
just
got
get me ready.
Oh, you're going to get ready.
I'll get
but
ready.
Luke is the technician.
He's just.
I don't
making sure-
understand how this
he's just
works
making,
anymore.
He's making sure it's not falling apart.
It's got too complicated. It used to be him on a TV with 2 webcams done.
He used to be
Now
on
look,
Box.
it's got boxes and
He used to be
sets. It's
in
good,
Magic
isn't
Box, and that was it.
Yeah.
it? All
I
right.
can't believe it's come to this.
Okay, well,
I don't mean this. I mean this.
You ready?
I'm ready.
are
When
you ready?
Yeah, I
All
think
You
right,
just
well,
tell me.
ready.
it is coming to the end. And
I just feel I don't.
What?
I just don't know how to end this.
Well, you can work out how
Can
to
I-
end
can
after this.
Can I end
Wait,
it then? If you don't know how to end it, can I do it? Because I haven't said thank you for all the work
Yes.
you put in from a development point of view.
Yes.
I think it's been it's been a learning experience for me as a developer. The whole side of community management, publishing, marketing,
Who let
events,
Zach in?
everything like that.
Yeah.
And as we've said at the beginning, you two were there with a few other people at the very beginning of this curve that turned Frontier into what we are now. This self-publishing independent studio. And I just want to say thank you for all of that hard work that you've put in for the last 4.5 years to help me understand what that role
community
is,
is.
how important that role is, how important the community is, and how lovely you are.
Thanks, mate.
Right,
And also-
so I'm leading on from
Okay,
this.
can I?
I wanna say one- I wanna say
go,
just-
Steve.
can I
I
just-
would like to second that and also say thank you for making us look good.
It's easy when you
Well,
are
but
already
you do.
doing so
But you
much
do.
work.
You, I mean, you really make
Well,
Frontier look good. Thank you.
and that's going to go from strength to strength. All this stuff
Yes.
is going to go from strength to strength.
Oh,
with
with
people
Will.
like Will on the community team, it's just going to go from strength to strength. And that's
But-
that I'm trying to be actually genuine.
Yeah, but and it's true. But there is knowledge there that a lot of knowledge that you have passed on to me that I will remember and implement. Keep going with it.
It's all good.
But just maybe with a spreadsheet here.
Nobody
Just
sounded very
right.
happy.
Just
Right.
right.
I'll miss you all so much. I genuinely
Right,
will.
Right.
listen.
Right, that's
Right.
it.
Very, very end. I just want to say, are you
we
ready,
gonna-
Will?
are we gonna-
Are you ready?
Are we going to
Are
come
you
back?
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
we're going to come back. We're going to come back. You can say a final goodbye. Thank you very much
But
and
this
goodbye.
bit-
But I just want to say, look at the chat.
happening here?
Look at all the names that are in the chat. Look at the fact that so many regular community members, the core, the heart of the community, have come together to celebrate. I think what Adam's just said, what Steve's just said, is absolutely wonderful. I think we all just want to say a thank you.
Big thank you.
Yeah.
And we want to say a huge positive for your journey ahead, and we very
Yes,
much want it to be fantastic. And look at the love, everyone. Fill the chat with some
Look at
love.
this. Look at
And
this.
while we're doing it, we have just a quick send off. We have a best of. From the last 4 years of streaming. Also, a quick thank you to Orange Spark for pulling out some of these. Dig through the archives to try and find some of these. But what you've done over the last 4 years has been a huge impact to so many people. Everyone loves you. Thank you so much. Let's play the video and then we'll come back to you.
You got the remote.
No, that was rubbish.
The one job you had to do,
rubbish.
Will.
It's your one job, Will.
Where is it?
One job,
Somewhere.
Will.
Down the
I
back
just
of
thought
the
that would be
sofa.
funnier. If the-
No, it is gone.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at this.
Luke's gone. This is a shambles.
Alright.
So it was Luke. Sorry.
Oh.
Down
Right.
back at the sofa.
Turn that volume up. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Shall we start that again before he presses?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Planet Coaster live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream. I hope that you can hear us okay. I do know that we are using the little webcam up here on the top today.
Welcome to Frontier Expo 2017!
But yes, tonight Planet Coaster is out.
I know.
I mean,
weird feeling,
who
isn't
can
it?
believe it after all this time?
Well, we're very lucky to be joined by the one and only Jeff Goldblum.
I am so excited. Yeah, that's right. Look at this.
It's beginning to look a lot, ladies and gentlemen, like Christmas.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Thank you so much, and welcome to this year's 24-hour live stream, live here from Frontier Developments Towers.
Hoping you guys can hear us nice and clear. And yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at our wonderful. Sorry, I've invited you all to my winter cottage.
Come on in. Come on in. We could have gone to that. There you go. Yeah.
This screen cap. This one.
A lot of this is about the imprint.
My name's Edward Lewis. I'm part of the community management team here at Frontier Developments. If you don't know me, where have you been for the last? Watched any of these streams for the last 3 years, 2 years? Which is understandable.
Why don't you let me speak? You're just always cutting in.
It's as if I like the sound of my own voice. I mean, we're going to use the word exciting quite a lot, I think, for the next hour and a bit.
I'm so excited that I can't think straight.
I'm just tripping over my own words out of excitement.
Where's serious Expo Blues?
Where's the suit? I genuinely.
How good did he look in that suit?
I genuinely.
So sharp.
Thank you very much.
And we love you too.
Vantayan, Wingardium Leviosa, Jack Little, all of the best.
You know it.
Oh, yeah, they're right here.
All of the best ones are here. So thank you so much for joining us, all the best ones. Good. What have you been up to?
Go down.
What, go down? Oh, why does this happen to my name and only my name?
And the flames now lit up the corner. It used to be lifted.
Fluffy, what's going on?
Fluffy, no. No, Fluffy, no. You're first.
There we go.
Oh, it's really fun that I was killed on a stream.
David is watching.
So it's now don't stop. Don't note page. It's all going well. So this is all planned.
Little feather in his cap.
A cacophony of clattering collectibles as he clutches at the curtain to curtail the need for crawling and curb any confusion that could lead to confrontation.
Am I mic'd? No.
You're definitely not Mike.
Look, I'm all the way. Does it feel like I'm all the way at the back of the ship? If I turn this way, does it look like I'm working one of the consoles? Welcome to the Frontier Developments art stream. Now we're just going to play some Planet Coaster.
Oh, there you go. Now we're talking. Hey everyone. It's Will here. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming along today.
It's always so professional, this stream, isn't it? You're right at home. I grew this beard especially for the event as well.
I can tell.
Down to these great people behind the scenes who've made it happen, including yourself, obviously. But what's wonderful is that...
It's 8 o'clock.
Is it?
I'm going to go to bed. A great stream. What a great stream. What a great time. All right, anyway, sorry. Well, we enjoyed ourselves, clearly.
Oh, dear.
I hope you did too.
I couldn't imagine a better group of people to share it with than you guys here as well, and the audience. So, to everybody at home, oh, thank you very much. We literally couldn't do this without you guys in our community. So, to everybody at home and to everybody in here, please give yourselves a huge round of applause.
Oh, you guys.
Well done, Ed.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, come here.
Love you.
Oh, electric!
Shocking. Thanks, you got the shot.
Thank you. We can share afterwards. So we're all going for hugs.
All going
Hug
for
it
hugs.
out, everybody. Come on, well, you may as well.
Come
Nice to
on.
meet you. Nice to meet you.
Come on.
All right. And a big hug for everybody at home as well. Thank you so much. It's I can't. It's as if my brain is not allowing me to be like as expressive as I want to be.
Come on, last outro, big
I'm
outro.
trying to.
Let's do a good one.
Channel that Frontier Expo.
Yeah, well, I'll give it a go. So, thank you everybody so much for being here today. You've been all absolutely incredible. It's been an amazing 4.5 years. Like I say, best 4.5 years of my life, and you have genuinely made it that. So, I'm sorry, this is rubbish. That was so difficult. trying to pretend it's not happening. So, but it's been great, and it was going to carry on being great. And you can follow me at twitter.com/Lewis and twitch.tv/Lewis, and maybe I'll see you there. All of the best ones are still right here. And right here. So thank you, everybody. And I genuinely love you all. And gonna see you soon, I'm sure.